Okay, so now we're going to go through APGP tutorial PQ question 6. Right, we have the sum of the first 100 terms equals to 10,000. Right, and we also know that the first, the second, and the fifth term of this progression are the three consecutive terms of the GP. Right, so what we do is we find the first term. Our task mission here is to find the first term and the non-zero common difference D of the arithmetic progression. The first 100 terms of an AP is 10,000. Right, the first 100 terms, the sum of the first 100 terms of an AP is 10,000. So we know that our AP follows this formula is n over 2, right, 2a plus n minus 1d. Right, so from here, all you gotta do is we know that this is n, so we're just gonna replace our n here. So this is 100 over 2, 2a, n minus 1, so n minus 1 will just be 100 minus 1, it's going to give us 99, together with d. Now the purpose of me doing this is I'm going to try to form two equations in terms of a and d, and I'm going to try to solve them simultaneously. Alright, so this is the endpoint that we have in mind. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Right, this is what endpoint I have. So let's simplify this. We have basically this is just 50 2a plus 99d. Alright, which is the same as 100a, alright, plus 99 times 50, so 99 times 50 is 4950, alright, and we also know that from earlier on this is equals to 10,000, right, we know that this is equals to 10,000, right, so this is 10,000, and simplifying this, dividing by 100 on all sides, dividing by actually, we can just divide by 50, right? So we get 50, and that's going to give us basically 200 to be equals to 2a plus 99d. Alright? So that's for the first question. That's for the first equation. In the second equation, it tells us that the first, the second, and the first, the second, and the fifth term of this progression are three consecutive terms of a GP. Okay, what do we know about a GP? What do I mean by it's consecutive of a GP? So we know that consecutive terms, like, so for example, let's just take any three consecutive terms of a GP. Alright, any three consecutive without any loss of generality. Let's take the first three terms. So what we can actually use is that we can say, this first term of this AP is equals to A as well. The first, second, and fifth, this is the second term of an AP. Right, remember the AP we're talking about the first term, the second term, and the fifth term. Alright, and for the GP, we are talking about the first term, the second term, and the term. Just any three consecutive terms, right? So how do you express the first term of an AP? We write it as A plus D. How do you express the fifth term of an AP? Alright, we write it as A plus 4D. Okay, so with that, right, how can we use this equation to help us? Okay, the equation goes like this. Okay, we know basically what we're going to use the GP to help us. We know that in the GP, right, between any two terms, right, it's going to give us a common ratio. Right, so if we take term 2 over term 1, right, this is equals to AR over A, which is just your R. Alright, and we take term 3 over term 2, similarly, AR square over AR, it will also be R. So with this, right, we can actually tell you that, our term 3 over term 2, term 2 over term 1 equals to term 2 over term 1 equals to term 3 over term 2. Now relating this, right, term 2 over term 1, this is from the GP, equals to term 3 over term 2. Remember, we're talking about the GP. Alright, and the GP, what is term 3? Term 3 is nothing but your A plus 4D, right? So it means, if this term 3 of a GP is equals to this AP, right? So it means that your term 3 A plus 4D over term 2, this is the term 2 over A, the term 2 is A plus D. Alright, and similarly over this side, your term 2 is A plus, remember bridging between the AP and the GP. Alright, term 1 is nothing but A. You have this equation. Now all this comes from the terms are from an AP, but the relationship here is from a GP, because we're using the fact that in the GP, any two consecutive terms, it gives us a common ratio. And over here, what do we do next? Simple, we crisscross, right? Cross multiply. You can easily get that the next equation is A plus D square to be equals to 4AD. Okay, sorry, next one. You can easily get that your equation is going to be 4AD to be equals to 2AD plus D square. Alright, and you can simplify this further, dividing by common factors on both sides to get D equals to 2A. Alright, and this is how what the whole question is trying to tell you. You're trying to link the AP knowledge to a GP knowledge. That your GP, any two terms gives you a common ratio, and you link it to, and you link the APs together. Okay, and now using back your equation 1. Equation 1, remember you have equation 1 was 200 equals to 2A plus 99D. Alright, this was equation 1. Now solving these two simultaneously, okay, very easy, you can do it by yourself. You get A equals to 1 and D equals to 2.